Well, there you have it. Everything's perfect. Nothing's leaking. Everything's working perfectly. If you have any questions, just put them down below and I'll answer as soon as I can. Okay? Okay, we're going to rebuild the orbit system here. And here's all your parts. Just simply pull them out. When you open the box, when you unscrew this part here, you'll find the solenoid and everything hanging on there. I already unscrewed the solenoids here, but anyway, you'll find this right in here like that. You just pull it straight out, it just pops right off. And then that's the inside you see. And you want to take a Q-tip and just clean it out best you can or whatever. If you see anything messed up at all, where the O-ring goes, clean it. Just clean it. Do the best you can. Get them all clean. I already did this one here. This one's always different. On these systems, they come from Home Depot. They come with 3, and you have to have an add-on that comes with a screw. It's retarded, but anyway, a little different than the rest. So I won't show you that one. It goes without saying. There are very few parts besides the screws, and the rest of it gives you the idea of what we're doing here. So anyway, you want to clean it all out. Now, as soon as you got it like this, you want to start fresh. You want to flush the system, make sure it's flush. So I have a thing set up here. And I'll go ahead and just show you. I just put a little bucket here, you can see it. Anyway, I put a bucket there to catch the water, and so my feet don't get all wet. Then I'll turn on the water and just flush the system out. And that way you know it's clean. That way you know everything's clean on it, and you got it all fresh. So then you can start putting it all back together again. So again, to start, you want to take all your stuff you had previously washed, take it in the house and wash it all up so it all looks nice. If it's leaking or messing up, you can see any kind of marks on it, you just replace this part. But I don't see anything wrong with it, so we're just going to go and assume it was just dirty, And then you'll take and you'll put your pieces back on. Let me go ahead and just do that. I can't do it with one hand, so let me put it together. Again, you just put it on there again, hand tight. This thing here just stays still. If you have 2 hands, you're holding the one like this just to keep it still. This thing doesn't need to turn. You have it placed in there where it belongs, and then this part here is the only thing that turns. So you just hold this still with one hand, turn your thing like that till it's hand tight, and just a hair, as much as you can get it hand tight. You don't really want to use pliers unless it leaks, and then just barely. But if it leaks, you really need to figure out why it's leaking and replace that diaphragm if you need to. It's possible, the diaphragm could have some kind of imperfections or something in it. If you don't see it, it probably doesn't. It could just be a piece of dirt or something stuck in there. So anyway, double check and triple check all that. That's really what your important thing is. Just clean it all out, okay? So really, there's not a lot left. These here, you just want to take a little tiny needle or something, push it through there, a little paper clip or something, and make sure that hole is perfectly clean. You can see it's all clean there. Anyway, so make sure that's clean, make sure everything's really washed up real well, and just put it back together again. And again, if you see any imperfections, replace the O-rings. Other than that, it should go without saying. This is the solenoid just gets tightened all the way in. The bleeder screw gets tightened all the way in. Then when you turn the system on, you turn your bleeder screw a little bit till water flows. That's it. That's the whole system.